Alright. Word. I think we're working. Got some water. Baby. Hey, hello. Alright, that was this playlist. This, oh snap, his thing's being, his playlist is being deleted, his channel's being deleted, oh no. Oh. But yeah, that's this electro swing collection, this thing, electro swing collection, so look it up on YouTube if you liked it. Alright, so really quick, before we start, I wanted to tell you guys to look at Cabaneri for 2 rows. Alright, so I'm not like paid by these guys, obviously. I'm not like anything affiliated with them or whatever. I'm just telling you guys, if you want to watch dope anime, go check this thing out. vocabulary of the Iron Fortress. If you really, I really like. There's this movie called Train to Busan, which is getting a American port, I guess, movie version of the word port. But so this is it's subbed. It's on Amazon Prime. Go check it out. It's pretty dope. So that's my Luke's anime to watch. All right. So we've got a bunch of Google links and Reddit links and stuff up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at them and stuff. And I got them from the front page of Reddit, which I have this account made, Noob Learning Politics. I have it made specifically to follow just political subreddits and shit like that. So it's just, I mean, there's some like fun stuff in there to keep it, not as depressing. But it's mostly just, I mean, there's like ready. So there's a couple things in there. Like most of it's politics, news, the Donald, Hillary for prison. But then we've got science, we've got rabbits, history, political revolution, Hillary. Some stuff. Some stuff is in there just because I want to, just like really look at it. For example, let's see if it's no, I'm in here. So explain like a 5. Why do butlers need or snipers need a spotter? So like I wanted to like read this today just because I really don't know. Like I've always kind of assumed that it's because of like calculations and gravity and wind speed and angles and bullets, and I figured like 2 heads better than one guy really good at shooting, one guy really good at math. I figured, but I don't know, we'll see. So it says, let me zoom in arena. All right, so when shooting in a combat scenario, it is very important to have situational awareness, not only to see incoming enemies, but also see how the situation around you changes. This is, for example, why soldiers are trained to shoot with both eyes open and reload without looking down. For snipers, it is almost impossible to see what happens around them, as they have to fixate on their intended target for quite a long time. So they need someone who could look at the bigger picture and notify the shooter about any changes that is happening. It can be changing wind, enemy-friendly movement, etc., stuff like that. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Do they have another big like? So here's a basic rundown for 2-minute sniper team, at least in the U.S. military. The spotter is the higher ranking or more experienced of the two. He is responsible for identifying targets and directing the shooter's rounds onto the target. He is not looking all around to watch their surroundings, at least not while the team is shooting. How you describe movies depicting the relationship is pretty accurate. A rifle scope has a much narrower field of view than the spying scope, and the shooter has to focus completely on his marksmanship fundamentals: breathing, trigger squeeze, posture, and sight picture. The spotter identifies the target, the distance, and tells the shooter what adjustments for elevation or windage he should make. Often this involves the spotter putting numbers into a ballistic computer to get the adjustment for the shot. After the shooter fires, the rifle recoils, and it is difficult to see how the round travels or where it lands. The spotter can watch the round in flight and tell the shooter how to adjust his shot. It is very important that the team communicates effectively. Cool! So stuff like this is what we look at because I don't know things like this, and I feel like it's cool to learn something new once in a while. Alright, so hold on, let me bring up, just so I don't make sure I lose chat. Alright, I've got chat. Word. So, next one, this is just a subreddit I've got for later. For when we make it to the end, we'll take a look at some fun stuff, hopefully. Okay. So, we are going to talk about Google's earbuds, which can apparently translate 40 languages instantly into your ear. What? And this is really cool. This is really freaking cool because Google Translate, I am a huge proponent of it. I used it before for like a solid 2 weeks, and it was like so easy to get around, so easy to use, As long as you have an idea for what the accent sounds like or what you think it should sound like, or you've got like you as long as you actively try to speak the language, this thing helps you get there, helps you make the last little step, and oh man, that's crazy. Like, can you imagine what would happen? Like, I'm not a very religious person, but I do like some of the stories. And, the Tower of Babel one, it's like, they invented language to stop us from communicating because we were just like the best at building shit and communication. And that's why we built the tower so high, because fucking we're the best. But then as soon as they introduced, fucking languages, everyone's like, you're different! Ah! And then start killing each other. So, but can you imagine a world without languages anymore? Or where people can still speak languages, but then you could just we have the technology to make it so you could listen to, I mean, really, that's like Star Trek shit, that's some real sci-fi shit. And us being able to use that like 2017, 2018, I mean, what? Dude, we're babies, and it's crazy. So let's read it a little bit. Google released a line of new products on Wednesday, including its first pair of premium wireless headphones, which can support live translation between languages. Let's see. The new Pixel phones, okay. The new Mini, okay. The new Home, okay. The new Chromebook, okay. The headset, okay. The Buds, how much? And will ship November for $159. Oh my god. So what the heck is this thing? And then this thing, you could just what? You just wear it so the government can take pictures of you everywhere you go? So you just literally have a camera turned on all the time on you. What? Oh my god, are you kidding me? What is this? And they're sold out. $249 each. And they're fucking sold out. Bye-bye. Holy shit. So, and then it just goes right to your phone. You think it doesn't also go to the fucking government's phone? Man, that is crazy. That is so crazy. Alright, let's see if they have... No, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want the Pixel 2. I'm trying to find the headphones, because I'll pre-order that shit now, dude. Hell yeah. It depends if they have like an accessories page. And the only reason we're taking a while to look at this and bullshit around, we're getting to it, is Google and the Pixel and their artificial intelligence and what they're doing is fucking crazy. And the Pixel 2, it's got a thing on the sides. It's got I've got the Pixel 1, right? It's got this thing on the sides where if you squeeze it in a certain way, you could turn on the AI. I mean, holy shit. I don't want to spend the money on the Pixel, but fuck, if I make the money to get the Pixel 2, I mean, I think I'd honestly keep this thing, the Pixel 1. I'd spend the money to buy a brand new Pixel 2 outright, because can you imagine just being able to just hold down your phone and then just say whatever? I mean, you guys have no idea, unless you have the Pixel, of how crazy this technology is. Google Assistant, it's just so fucking crazy what it could do. I can do something like this. So after the stream, I have to go to the gym, and then I have to pick up some kale for the bunny and a couple little things of groceries. I gotta pick up some yogurt and some bananas. So this is Google Assistant. This is it's Google Pixel specific. It's got this little fucking button thing, right? And you press it and you hold it down, and the little microphone shows up. This is Google Assistant, right? And you can see it's even starting to type everything that I'm saying. That's how good this fucking thing is. And then it starts to Google it for me. And it's like, Luke, what the fuck are you talking about? But you know, it's so crazy. Imagine being able to just go like, set reminder, go to grocery store, pick up kale, yogurt, bananas, and granola. 2:30 p.m.
When do you want to be reminded?
See, look at this. Title, go to the grocery store, blah, 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 blah. When do you want to be reminded? I want to be reminded at 1:45 p.m. Boom. I want to be reminded at 1:45 p.m. Look at this. Like, and so imagine being able to just use something like that by just holding your phone, just being able to just be like, do this, bitch. Like, it's crazy. Like, this technology is really crazy. So Google, and they're doing so much with AI. Everything that they're doing is just, it's all behind the scenes. It's like they have all this crazy technology that they have right now, but the real crazy shit that they've got going on is the stuff powering this technology. Like all of the stuff that detects faces, all of the stuff that recognizes these movements or analyzes what time during the day people are most often to be home, and like, or can also, I mean, because if you have your Google Calendar like I do, if you have dates like, you know, your family's coming over, you're having a gathering or whatever, you have the thing in your calendar, it will learn and it will be like, oh, calendar appointments. It's going to have this family meeting. This is an important gathering. I am going to make sure to take like multiple pictures or like keep an eye out or whatever. And then, you know, there you go. Next day after the family gathering is done, it turns out that it took specifically more camera pictures of like everybody gathered around, or it was like taking more while people were coming in and getting like hugs and like, you know, because that's the crazy shit about Google, is that they're using all of this AI, and it's not like, you know, necessarily robots taking over the world AI, but it's fucking pretty crazy. Okay, so yeah, I don't want to do that though. I want to get the headphones. So where are the headphones? Fuck this thing. Give me the headphones. No, whatever. I'll find them later. But I think I'll drop the money for a Pixel 2 and the headphones eventually, because, well, I'll definitely get the headphones like soon, because being able to use Google Assistant through the headphones and shit, that's already gonna be like next level. Like I love this thing. All right, so like I would literally wear these all the time. Like all the time. I wouldn't take them off. I would just constantly be wearing them because they would work as your headphones, obviously, and then you just fucking just recharge them when they're not off. But I mean, like, I'd always have them in. If people talk to me, I'd be practicing. I'd have the translate on to have it translate what they say to me in German. Can you imagine? Like, think about that. Imagine now you don't have to fucking, like, you could just walk around learning languages by just having the translate on and have it auto-translate to whatever language you want. Boom. And now it's like instantly you're living in Spain. Instantly you're living in Germany. Just imagine learning new languages. Like, oh my God, please give me. It needs to come out already November. Technology. God damn it. Technology. I love it. Like, so, I mean, I want to learn language if you can't tell. So this is going to be like super awesome. And they're going to come in white, blue, and black. Ship in November. It's so far away. Pre-orders start today. Well, we'll get on it. So yeah, I guess that brings us back to all of this. Google earbuds, AI. That's basically all I wanted to cover about that. All right. Cool. Next tab. Japanese woman dies from overwork after logging 159 hours of overtime in a month. So, let's see. Death by overwork, is this? No. Let's click the link. Let's see where it goes. This is from The Guardian. So, she was 31. Wow, jeez. She logged 100 and only took 2 days off in the month leading up to her death from heart failure. Damn. It's pretty. Japan's got a pretty rough social culture. You know, on the outside, or at least that's what it seems like to look like on the outside. You know, they've got a lot of single people, a lot of old people, not a lot of people screwing, a lot of just emotionally weird people. Like it seems like it's a really interesting place, and I'm not really sure what they're gonna do to solve it. All right. So let's see. Sato's parents said, even today, 4 years on, we cannot accept our daughter's death as a reality. We hope that the sorrow of a bereaved family is not wasted. So, wow, they waited 3 years to make her, to make it public. Wow. That's just so sad. I'm physically and mentally shattered. And then she's died. And then she died. Man, that's unfortunate. Alright. Net neutrality. This is good. I want to talk about this. Net neutrality is extremely important to me. Let me just make sure I have my timer set. Okay. Here's a problem. Nah, we're not going to read the comments yet. So, claims that net neutrality hurt broadband investment are crap. Let me put myself down here. So, zoom in. Nice. All right, so as ISPs have poured millions of dollars and thousands of lobbyist man hours into killing net neutrality protections, they have made one common refrain: that the FCC's fairly modest net neutrality rules somehow destroyed network investment in the United States. Never mind that any time a journalist fact-checks these claims, they find they're indisputably false. ISP lobbyists, lawyers, and executives have hired mouthpieces to repeat the claim as if redundancy somehow creates truth itself. A new report by Deutsche Bank once again makes it very clear. The claim that net neutrality had a dramatically negative impact on network investment is nonsense, and according to rules or not, carriers already plan to spend $175 billion over the next 10 years building out their fiber networks. According to the latest bank reports, spending on fiber optic network upgrades have exploded as companies rush to prepare for 5th generation 5G wireless. They are also looking to notably beef up U.S. fiber infrastructure as they try to sell cities on the technology and bandwidth needed to power the self-driving cars, smart utility grids, and other components of the smart cities of tomorrow. Verizon alone has just spent $1 billion to buy 1.5 miles of fiber over 3 years from Corning, and another $300 million to buy 1 million miles of fiber over 3 years from Prisman, and just had a $100 billion offer to acquire Charter, most likely to nab its fiber assets, rebuffed. So that didn't work. AT&T and CenturyLink continue to slowly but surely expand their own, more modest fiber upgrades, and companies like Atlas are already at work pushing full fiber to the home to most the company's subscribers. To support the upcoming innovations such as autonomous driving, LOT, smart cities, the U.S. needs to densify its fiber network, Deutsche Bank said. The U.S. fiber penetration rate is 20% versus 75% for leading OECD countries, which suggests a large gap needs to be closed. Deutsche Bank states that to reach this goal, the proprietary top-down fiber model suggests spending on fiber to the home will total around $175 billion over the next decade, noting that an additional $20 to $30 billion will likely go towards 5G. That is, if you're playing along at home, not a slowdown by any measure, and the lion's share of these investment plans occurred while net neutrality rules were in place, and these investments should accelerate next year regardless of whether Ajit is successful in ignoring the public and killing popular net neutrality protections. Telecom cable companies are increasingly talking about the convergence of fiber to the home, and the 5G rollout is one large investment cycle that will likely ramp further in 2018. Of course, ISPs have been telling investors privately that the claim that net neutrality killed sector investment was bullshit, but apparently that's a message that bears repeating for those still somehow buying into the lie that popular, modest consumer protections were a network investment apocalypse. Okay. A lot of stuff in that one. So I'm pretty sure they probably linked to the phone call because John Oliver had the phone call on his episode where they had the recording of these guys saying like, nothing has, these changes, the passing of this law has had no effect on our profitability whatsoever. In fact, blah, 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 businessman. So, you know, this is something we all got to get behind. I say it all the time, and I just like bringing it up because it needs to be brought up. And until we win the fight's not over. Or until we win the war, the fight's not over. You know, like this guy, he's just dead set on just selling out the fucking internet and just ruining, like, I mean, God, it's just, and it sucks that people really aren't paying attention because he's just going to make it so fucking difficult for small time businesses and for anybody that would rely on the internet to make any progress, because all they're going to do is just control it. If you think this is anything other than just a power play to just have more control over the American people, more control over just lives, just more money than you could do with it, like, you know, because these guys, there's no need to get rid of these rules. There's no need to change net neutrality. The only reason that they're doing this is because they're going to fucking turn a profit. They're going to gut the consumer. They're going to ruin the internet. And they're going to try and stifle, you know, fucking progress, stifle the expansion of knowledge. It's just, the internet's one of the last, you know, one of the few things we've got going, you know. It's one of the last free havens. Like, you know, there's a lot of bad in it, but you gotta take the bad and the good. Like, yeah, there's dark sites, there's, you know, the dark net, there's different, like, blogs and, like, different terror-related things. Like, I understand it. You know, it's not, I don't approve of those things, but if we want to have things like Bitcoin, you know, if we want to have all these incredible information sites like Reddit, if we want all these incredible circle jerk sites like Reddit, you know, if we want to have a free and like an infinite free-flowing information pool that everybody can jump into, like, you know, it's, if you really think like taking that away is like a good thing, or like ruining, you know, privatizing that, you know, making it fucking, introducing all these corrupt politicians into the world of the internet. Now they can lobby all the different parts of the internet away. Now they can fucking sink their fucking fangs into it. Like, it's not, net neutrality is fucking important, guys. And it's a shame that, you know, it's probably like everything, like, you know, all the worst, I really do think you know, I try not to be cynical, but I do think the worst is, you know, yet to come, and it's gonna get like just so fucking bad. Like, because I'm pretty sure everything that like all of our worst fears are gonna happen. Like, there's no stopping these lobbyists. There's no stopping Pi. Like, I wish there was a way to, like, believe me, I wish there was a way to, but like, I just, like, I don't see it unless something like incredibly drastic happens. There's no fucking way. So I don't know. It's a little depressing, just a little bit, but whatever. Hopefully gives you reason to want to fight to protect it, hopefully. Alright, so we did snipers need a spotter. Huh. So let's clickies. So does this have a video? Alright, so pro-life Pennsylvanian Rep Tim Murphy will not seek re-election at the end of his term next year in wake of reports that he urged his mistress to have an abortion. Ooh. Timmy. Bad news bears, Timmy. This don't look good. After discussions with my family and staff, I have come to the decision that I will not seek re-election to Congress at the end of my current term, the Republican lawmaker said Wednesday in a statement to Pittsburgh radio station KDK. In the coming weeks, I will take personal time to seek help as my family and I continue to work through our personal difficulties and seek healing. Murphy had already acknowledged an affair with a personal friend and apologized last month, but a Tuesday report from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette suggested that he asked the woman to get an abortion despite his staunch pro-life stance. You have zero issue posting your pro-life stance all over the place when you had no issue asking me to abort our unborn child last week when we thought that was one of the options. A January text message from the woman obtained from the paper read, I get what you say about my March for Life messages. A text message in response from Murphy reads, I've never written them. Staff does them. I read them and winced. I told the staff, don't write anymore. I will. Ultimately, it turned out that the woman was not actually pregnant despite Murphy and thinking that she was at the time. Wow, she got him. Got him hook, line, and stinker. So... yeah, good. I'm happy he gets exposed because that's what it's like. That's, you know, everyone's against abortion until someone they know needs an abortion, and then they're like, all right, sign me up, one abortion, please. And I don't want to make like too many jokes about it because it's a pretty serious thing, but I mean, like, all right, next one. 9 gang members arrested for child sex trafficking case in Tacoma, Washington. So... Alright, let's see. Do they have any big actual comments? No, they're all just like stupid comments. Alright, so let's click it. Let's see what happens when we click. 9 gang members arrested for child sex trafficking case in Tacoma, Washington. Investigators say they finally cracked a child trafficking ring that has potentially claimed dozens of child victims on the West Coast. The operational hubs of the child sex trafficking ring were centered in both Tacoma and Lakewood, Washington, according to the Pierce County Prosecutor's Office. Prosecutor Mark Lindquist said in a public statement that cracking down on human sex trafficking is one of our top priorities, especially when the victims are underage. According to the prosecutor's office, the case began when the Tilcomb Park Gangsters, a ruthless black street gang, began making suspicious phone calls from jail. Matthew Holt, the leader of the TPG gang, said on a recorded call, I don't treat thoughts like nothing but the shit on the bottom of my shoe. He then began giving the locations of some of the women over the phone, which raised even more suspicions and prompted an investigation. The case was then passed over to a child exploitation task force who involved the Federal Bureau of Investigation to take lead on the case. At least 15 underages confirmed victims were identified, including a 13-year-old child. Federal agents say that men would kidnap or force into drug addiction the young woman to obey their commands, eventually putting them on the streets to engage in prostitution for the profit of the TPG gang. From the summer of 2016 until the raids on the homes of the suspects, those young men were forced to have sex with men for cash in Tacoma, Lakewood, Olympia, blah, blah, blah. And then they got a whole bunch of the names. Alright. And how many of these guys were taken in? 9 gang members. How old were the... these are the guys, how old they were. They weren't the daughters. Alright, so... 33, 21, 27, 19, 19, 19. So three teenagers, 3 19-year-olds, 1... older guy, head guy, 1 second in command, and then like whoever else. Damn, that's pretty messed up because these kids are just not like 19 and they're doing this. Like I really hope they get punishment for life for this, you know. So it's like these kids are 19 and they've just ruined their lives. It's a shame. Let's see the next one. Oh yeah, so we already did the Google 2 talk, so we don't have to do a talk on this one. Black Lives Matter students shut down the ACLU's campus free speech event because liberalism is white supremacy. So I'm curious. This is obviously from a weird place in Reddit, so let's gonna zoom in a little bit more. Zoom. Yes. All right. Zoom. What car company was that? They were like, whatever. So. Maybe Mazda? I'm not going to be able to put my finger on it. And it's going to drive me banana sandwich. Whatever. Black Lives Matter students shut down the ACLU's campus free speech event because liberalism is white supremacy. The revolution will not uphold the Constitution. Students affiliated with the Black Lives Matter movement crashed an event at the College of William and Mary, rushed the stage, and prevented the invited guest, the American Civil Liberty Union's Claire Ganestanga, a W&M alum, from speaking. Ironically, Gaston had intended to speak on the subject students and the First Amendment. The disruption was live-streamed on BLM at W&M's Facebook page. Students took to the stage just a few moments after she began her remarks. At first, she attempted to spin the demonstration as a welcome example of the kind of thing she had come to the campus to discuss, commenting, "Good, I like something like this. I'm going to talk to you about knowing your rights and protests and demonstrations, which this illustrates very well. Then I'm going to respond to questions from the moderators and then questions from the audience." It was the last remark she was able to make before the protesters drowned her out with cries of ACLU, you protect Hitler too. They also chanted, the oppressed are not impressed, shame, 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 and blood on your hands. The revolution will not uphold the Constitution, and liberalism is white supremacy. This went on for nearly 20 minutes. Eventually, according to the campus's Flat Hat News, one of the college's co-organizers of the event handed a microphone to the protest leader, who delivered a prepared statement. The disruption was apparently payback for the ACLU's principled First Amendment defense of the Charlottesville alt-right civil liberties. Organizers then canceled the event. Some members of the audience approached the podium in an attempt to speak with Gastananga, but the protesters would not permit it. They surrounded Gastananga, raised their voices even louder, and drove everybody else away. The college released what can only be described as an incredibly tepid statement. William & Mary has a powerful commitment to the free play of ideas. We have a campus where respectful dialogue, especially in disagreement, is encouraged so that we can listen and learn from views that differ from our own, so that we can freely express our own views and so that debate can occur. Unfortunately, that type of exchange was unable to take place Wednesday night when an event to discuss a very important matter, the meaning of the First Amendment, could not be held as planned. Silencing certain voices in order to advocate the cause of others is not acceptable in our community. This stifles debate and prevents those who have come to hear a speaker, our students in particular, from asking questions, often hard questions, and from engaging in debate where the strength of ideas, not the power of shouting, is the currency. William & Mary must be a campus that welcomes difficult conversations, honest debate, and dialogue. So this last paragraph is what the guy thinks about them, so let's see what he has. These students have clearly made up their minds about free speech. They don't want to share it with anyone else, especially Nazis, but also civil liberty lawyers who happen to be experts on the thing they are willfully misunderstanding, the First Amendment. Their ideological position is obviously incoherent. Liberalism is white supremacy? What? That would not stand up to scrutiny, which is probably why they have decided to make the open debate and the possibility on campus. They really shouldn't get away with this. Interesting. Let's see, is this a screenshot? Do they have the video of it? Let's see.
Thank you all for coming out tonight to students in the First Amendment, presented by the ACLU.
There's literally only like 10 people here.
I would like to direct you to the table with new cards and plans. After our introductory questions, we are opening up for questions from the audience. If you have a question, please feel free to write it down and submit it into the container on the table.
No tolerance for white supremacy, no matter what form it decides to masquerade in. How is her talking about the First Amendment white supremacy? This just makes it's banana sandwich to me. I'll move this over. Oh, I thought that was her. I was like, oh, she looks different than I thought she'd look. I was expecting someone darker. It's a shame they don't show how many people are there, because it seems like there's only maybe 15 people, 20 people. How is, like, white supremacists hate black or gay people too? It's not just like they just hate blacks, right? And so if she was a white supremacist, why should be supported by LGBT groups? Like, why would they support her? You know? It's not like they can't do their own research. So, like, were they hearing this, listening to what she has done, and then, like, oh, she seems like such a bitch? She's a civil rights fucking activist. Are you kidding me? So they just said her current position, she's a civil rights person. This is ridiculous. I can't believe I'm watching this. This is ridiculous. This can't be real life. These are, no, wait, these guys are all white people too. Alright, we got one black person. Hitler's dead. These people are... Oh my god. This is crazy. Man, she stuck around for an hour. Man, this is crazy. This was literally like an hour long. They were just there screaming. Wow. Jeez. That's brutal to watch. That was brutal to watch. Built on our backs. Black Lives Matter. Let's see. No, stop. No, I don't want to watch this. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my god. Oh my god, stop it. Shut up. I don't want to hear this stupid shit. What the fuck is playing? Oh my god, I'm just shutting this off. I fucking hate this stupid shit. And then wherever their autoplay video is, it just makes people even hate you fucking even more, because fucking autoplay videos are the worst thing to happen since fucking advertisements. Okay. This is pretty crazy. This happened fairly recently, 3 hours, 4 hours ago, right? So, French police arrest couple with rocket launcher and Kalashnikov near Marseille. So this is from a day ago. Alright, so a couple who were found with a rocket launcher and an AK-47 rifle in their vehicle during a routine traffic stop have been arrested by police in southern France. The pair in their 20s, who have not been named, were picked up in a Port de Banque near Marseille. Ammunition was also recovered from their car. The 25-year-old male was reportedly known to police for abusing his female partner, who was arrested alongside him. He was not permitted to contact her, according to reports. According to La Provence paper, the man was known for petty crimes and did not have known connection to Islamist extremist groups. An investigation into suspects had been handed to the Marseille Judicial Police. The arrest came as 5 people were questioned by police in Paris following the discovery of a primed bomb at an apartment block in Paris. Alright. So, France, they're like our strongest foreign allies, right? I'm pretty sure. So, us saving, us caring about France, or we should care about France and their safety and everything. So I'm happy this isn't any Islamist stuff. I'm happy this just seems like one crazy motherfucker. One crazy rampage motherfucker. And not the kind that's gonna, like, fucking blow himself up near you, or, like, go crazy with a bomb. He'd rather just, like, shoot a rocket launcher, I don't think he's, like, a planned, terrorist or anything like that. So I think, it's not that bad, but I'm also, happy they got him. Yay. Good job, France. Good job avoiding disaster. I'm proud of you. So now we're back to the end, or back to the beginning, I guess. And we've got blank Reddit. We read all these, like, front page things that we liked. And now I just wanted to go to my one of my favorite subreddits, Not the Onion, because I love the stuff on here. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna go to top, and then we're gonna do top past year. No, let's do top past week. What's the top stuff this week? Trump dedicates golf trophy to hurricane victims. So that's something that you think you'd read about on, like, National Enquirer, but it's like actually it's real life. All right. Nintendo confirms Mario was originally punching Yoshi in the head. So this apparently is real, even though I'm thinking to myself, what? Alberta police dog accidentally fires handgun after a parking lot fight. Okay. Man's Jack Daniel flag mistaken for ISIS flag by worried neighbors. What, did they have Arabic neighbors that were fucking flying a Jack Daniels flag out there? Allahu Akbar! Jack Daniels gets me drunk! Alright. Lil Wayne refuses to go through security check, skips own concert. What? I gotta click this. Alright, let's see. Let's click this. I'm curious. Fans of Lil Wayne rapper will be offered refunds after the recording artist refused to pass through a security check to enter a South Carolina arena and skip the concert. A statement Sunday by managers of the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia says Lil Wayne refused to enter the building when security workers sought to apply the venue's standard safety procedures. The area's management says it isn't willing to make an exception for the headliner of Saturday night's show. Alright, That was the biggest neck of 2017. 2 Chainz, Tory Lanez, and Cardi B. When you go to a Lil Wayne concert, but still didn't go to a Lil Wayne concert, I would still go, but take my refund. Yeah, right? So let's see. Price for is going to be up by 70%. So they're literally they're bumping up Netflix price. Okay. Both Amazon $99 per year, about $8.25 per month, and Hulu $10 per month now offer lower prices than Netflix. Dude, and Amazon's the titties. Amazon's the titties too. So let's look at some of these ridiculous Trump links that we clicked. First, let me take a picture of this rabbit because he's really cute. Alright, did I get him? Yeah, I got him. He's like half inside, half outside. Come on, go get that hay. Oh. We don't want that. This bunny's like super cute, I'm sorry. Alright. I'll show you what he looks like real quick. I mean, look at him. He's just like, I mean, look at him right there. He's just eating. That's a video. That's him just like he's digging in there. Alright. I'm going to send that to Spaghetti Escape. Alright. So Trump dedicates golf trophy to hurricane victims. President Trump on Sunday dedicated a golf trophy to the victims of the recent powerful hurricanes that tore through Texas, Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico, all while defending the government's response to the disasters. On behalf of all people of Texas and of all people, if you look today and see what's happening, how horrible it is, but we have it under really great control. Puerto Rico and the people of Florida who have really suffered over this last short period of time with the hurricanes, I want to just remember them. And we're going to dedicate this trophy to all those people that went through so much that we love as part of our great state, really part of our great nation. Oh my God. And he won the trophy because he's the fucking president. He didn't win the trophy because he's good at golf. You think that fucker could play golf? Come on. So... oh my God, so Mario's literally like punching him in the head to make his nose stick out. Oh my God, so I could definitely see it's like, you know, go get it that way. But also definitely like punches it out. Yeah, like blop. Blop. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is great. That's perfect. That's just a little type of thing that I'm happy that's not the Onion, because it just makes you feel good after, you know, talk about Trump, talking about all this depressing shit, having a little bit of the dank memes to come back to. Not bad, not bad. So, let's see. Alright, let's see what this is. The dog fired a handgun. So let's see. So let's see. While tracking the suspects, the dog found a handgun in a bush near the store. Oh my God. He's just like, hey guys, look. Guys, I found this thing. Hey guys, you want this thing? I found this thing. Look, guys, I found this thing. And everyone's like, oh, fuck away from me. Boomstick. Bad dog. Boomstick. Alright, so let's see. A 29-year-old man in Switzerland recently received an anonymous letter from his worried neighbors after he hung a Jack Daniels flag in front of his apartment. Their problem? They mistook the whiskey's brand logo for the black and white logo of ISIS and feared the young man may be a supporter of the Islamic State. Is it necessary to be afraid of you? Alright, let's see. Let's see. He thought it would be a joke. Let's see. Jack Daniels flag, hold on. Let's look at this. So what did it look like? So it looked like... Yeah, how does this... So other people have done this. Like, how does this look anything alike? How does that look anything alike? So I guess it's Switzerland, but even if you fucking don't speak English, you should be able to tell that those are two totally fucking different things. Like, come on, are you like, what are these guys smoking, dude? I'd love to know what they're smoking. Like, let me get some. All right, I think we're good though. We're gonna finish on that. I've got a beard haircut. I've got to start rendering this video. Well, I've got to render another video and then render this video. Ugh. All right, but it's good. It's keeping me productive, and then I got job interviews, baby. All right. Thanks for watching.